Thoughts on Butia superba, supposedly increases DHT. Could be beneficial for things like strength gains, beard growth, etc. Yeah, if it's an herb that increases DHT, it should be beneficial for those things, absolutely. Much love. Next question. Sam K. What's your opinion on red wine related to health? Red wine in moderation is generally pretty good. Tends to thin the blood and improve circulation. Studies indicate that people who drink a little bit of red wine tend to live longer than people who don't drink any alcohol. So I'm not saying that, drinking red wine improves health necessarily, but calculated in all the statistical factors of society in moderation tends to be a good thing or a neutral thing, okay? Just going off of the research data. Okay. Much love. Jonah Crawley. I've been taking diatomaceous earth and iodine in a glass of water first thing in the morning. Is it okay to take these two together or will they interfere with each other? Can B12 be taken with this also? Okay. I take diatomaceous earth by itself. It's a cleanser. It soaks things up. So I don't take it with other supplements. Alright? So I would not take any other supplements with it. I would take it on an empty stomach with water to do what it's best at, and then take your supplements later when you have a cleaner digestive tract and you'll actually absorb them better, okay? Much love. Next question. PKTV. Thoughts on prolonged salt plus potassium water fast as long as 10 days to get from 16 body fat to 10%. No training during that fast. The YouTube channel Snake Diet preaches this and claims that muscle loss won't occur due to insulin spikes and increased HGH, etc. Yes, if you do that, your muscle mass will be preserved just fine, and it will be a great fast, and you'll have a cleaner, healthier, stronger body that's ready to make new gains with better vitality if you do it right. That's my honest take. Much love. Next question. Sebastian Toclay. What's up, Sebastian? My brother from Norway. Hello, friend. No matter how long and hard I train, I never run out of gas. The only exception might be lots of all-out squat sets, but Sam training chest and biceps, no matter how many sets I do, I've tried over 50 sets, and no matter how much effort I give or how much I empty the muscles, if I give it 5 minutes, they're always recharged. They might not restore all the way to 100%, but about 90% range. It's like I have endless amount of glucose in my muscles. This kind of takes away from leaving the gym knowing you completely exhausted muscles. Yeah, well, that's just talk from people that want to sound tough. My cardiovascular system isn't the best, so I can run out of gas in that sense, but I also recover quickly and my muscles never really get completely exhausted. Any tips on this? And thank you so much for all your knowledge, brother. Well, thank you for yours, Sebastian. You've been sending me exercise inventions that are awesome. So yeah, my take on this is that it may be glucose, maybe your body's synthesizing glucose that fast, but I'm the same way. I'm like a diesel engine. I can do high volume training and it doesn't even seem to wear me down. In fact, it's just I don't have even time to do it anymore. But I'm glad I've done a lot of phases of 3-4 hour training a day. Not everybody's geared for that, but I do well that way, you do well that way. My take is on it that I shift over into fat burning quite efficiently. And that just gives me a non-stop supply to just keep going and going and going. And like you say, might have to take a short break, but then the muscles always come back up to 90%, no matter how many sets I've done. So I think you just have an efficient metabolism that shifts over to burning fat for fuel once you run out of the carb stuff, man. And that's really good. Mine's like that too, and having a bulletproof metabolism is awesome because I know people that are so weak and sugar dependent that they don't think they can do anything unless they eat sugar constantly to get a little bit of energy. So you have a thriving, healthy, more natural metabolism and an energy supply, and your body's efficient and effective, and it's awesome. Much love. Next question. Tarek J. Do you know of any natural sun protection you can put on the skin? Yeah, this has been stamped in the Q&As before. There's all kinds of natural, healthy oils out there. Please go Google it. It's that simple, my friend. Do a little bit of research. It's very easy. There are natural, non-toxic oils that have some sun-protecting effect. Yes. And they're good for your skin instead of poisonous and chemical. Next question. Hey, Nether, is sunlight detoxifying to the skin? Yes, to some degree it is because it stimulates the immune system and it starts cleaning the body. Some people get rashes, some people get this and that, but that is part of the detox effect. So yes, you're on to something there. It is. Tarek J, another question. How would you time How would you time detoxifying herbs like stinging nettle and dandelion? On an empty stomach, morning, evening, etc.? I don't care if it's morning and evening, but yes, on an empty stomach with a bunch of water, probably how I would consume those. Then again, I don't have the experience with the dandelion. I know it's a super good cleanser and healer. I don't know if it makes people's stomach upset. Certain herbs, I find I have to take them with oils to absorb them well and not get nauseous from it. But with the stinging nettle, I've drank loads of that in a tea. That's the way I've taken that before. Your next question, do you have any knowledge or experience with milk thistle? Yeah, milk thistle's nice, good liver cleanser. I've used it many times. It's not even in the ballpark of coffee enemas for liver cleansers for people that are afraid to take it to a higher level. Milk thistle's pretty good. Next question. Hawawa Bush Bush. Another, my parents think that a balanced diet is everything you need for good health. How can I convince them we all need supplements and detox? Could you maybe post some links? I don't know, man. It depends how convincing you are. I don't know that you can convince them. It depends if they've got their minds all made up and they're not going to listen or what. And when you live with your parents, of course, you have to make that work out. So I'm not telling you to fight your parents or anything. But you can totally do this on your own, man. Go find some links. Go find some encouraging information. Show the benefits that some people are getting and share that with them and see if they're open-minded. Try that. It's very simple. Your next question says, hey, Nether, can you post some links for supplements and detox research so I can educate myself on it? I mean, your videos got re-uploaded, but the links are missing. Post. Guys, I talk about stuff for hours and hours and hours in these Q&As that you can research, okay? You're asking me for redundant things that I'm already doing for you over and over and over, and you're not paying attention, okay? If you look through the content that's already there, you've got a million pointers on what to research, okay? So be considerate of everyone and try not to ask the same questions that have been covered over and over and over, because then just hours goes by and we're getting nowhere. Make the effort, guys. Look around. This stuff's been covered. This whole channel is absolutely fucking exploding with information on what to go research, okay? And you can do it, man. Trust yourself. Much love. Next question. Fotis Rakanus. After your 800-pound dead stop squat, I have to ask. I'm trying to bring up my deadlift. How would you go about it? If I came to you with a 400-pound deadlift, for example, what would your year plan be for bringing my deadlift up? That's interesting, because out of the so-called big three, I would be worst at training the deadlift. I've got pretty good strategies for squat and bench to bring that up, at least stuff that works for me well. Deadlifts, I hate standard deadlift, but I'll just pretend I'm doing a trap bar deadlift, which I may do soon. That may be my next big strongman statement that I make or whatever. So if I'm going to train some form of deadlift, the first thing I do, and I do this maybe once a week, maybe twice a week if I'm feeling recovered, I'd start out by working up to a 1 rep max. Now, if my 1 rep max is better than it was last time, then I'm good. I'm pretty happy with myself. Sometimes I'll just do accessory work after that. However, if my 1 rep max is not better than the week before, I'll drop down to about 80% of my max and do a really heavy working set, all the reps I can. And that's it. Don't overdo it. That clearly gives the message to the muscles, get fucking stronger. Then I'll do a little accessory work, and depending on what the accessory work is, it could be different for anybody. If you're having trouble mostly in the bottom position, I'd recommend deficits, okay? If you can identify a weak muscle, like you think your hamstrings are holding you back, do some Romanian deadlifts after your main deadlift workout or something. Beef up, find the weak link in your musculature, and if you know how, if you can tell where the limiting factor on your deadlift is, beef it up. You're only as strong as your weakest link. That chain will break at the weakest link, so weld up that weakest link. Now you got a strong fucking chain, you know what I'm saying? So those are my basics right there. Now, if I was training you for a year, I'd be observing all kinds of things and watching your body and helping you diagnose and figure this out where your weak points are, and we'd go from there. But with no more to work with than that, those are just a few basic concepts that I would very much apply. Much love, my friend. Morrow105, Beastman, I drank an entire jar of Smucker's organic creamy peanut butter with more than 10 digestive enzymes yesterday, and my stomach was fucked for the rest of the day. I had a protein shake of 2 scoops of pea protein and a couple teaspoons of olive oil mixed in water and a bunch of steamed veggies about 2 hours beforehand. Is this normal? Are there any bad food combos that would make this happen? Thank you very much. First of all, Smuckers. Now, I'm not aware if they have anything organic that's not full of sugar and bullshit, but every Smuckers kind of peanut butter I ever saw would be fucking terrible for your health. It had like sweeteners and fucking bullshit in it. So if you're eating non-organic peanut butter with other junk in it, I highly don't advise that. That's a bad food combo right now. If there's any sweeteners in that peanut butter, that's a fucked food combination. Now, if for some reason it's 100% organic peanut butter, I'll tell you this. That's a lot of calories to absorb, and not everybody has an iron goat stomach that can handle huge piles of peanut butter one time like me, okay? So it may be as simple as that. You maybe just can't digest that much at one time, alright? But I'm thinking you bought a very compromised product. If your peanut butter has other things in it, like sugar or sweeteners or shit, it's fucking terrible, okay? Like I always said, guys, 100% organic peanut butter, and find a brand that's high quality. And if you can't, use something better like organic tahini or organic almond butter or something else, okay? Don't settle for bullshit, shitty products. Next question, Morrow. I've started noticing eating a lot of fruit gives me an upset stomach. I also have trouble getting a lot of vegetables in, especially at one time. I'm taking a micro powder to supplement this. Is that all right? Yeah. If you get a micro powder of like concentrated superfoods and greens and stuff like that, that very much covers your micros from if you can't fit in eating all kinds of piles of vegetables every day. Very good way to compensate, to keep it simple, yes. Your next question, Morrow. Nether, how do you take your apple cider vinegar? As a shot, or with a straw, or with a little water? I'm curious. Usually when I drink it, it's mixed into a drink with water that's mixed with other adaptogenic herbs and my iodine. I also throw in with that the sunflower lecithin for digestion. So it's all part of a daily concoction supplement drink is the way I do it, okay? And I don't use a straw, but I do sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Alright, next question. Flo White. Hi Nether, I see you changed your channel name, so I'm curious, and I have been for a while actually. What's the role of a shaman? Okay, without getting too woo-woo and metaphysical, I'll keep it kind of bro level. The role of a shaman is to strengthen all of you. I better the entire group. Anybody who's willing to work with me, I help you get better. That's why I'm not collecting fucking trophies here. I've got an entirely different vision for this channel. And it's all about upgrading your lives because that makes this whole world a better place. And the stronger and the better and the healthier I make you guys, the better it affects me as well, energetically. I don't want to go into it too much more than that because we got a lot of new subscribers and a lot of them are very easy to scare off with any idea outside the box. So thank you. Next question. Arnold DB King Dick. 238. Oh shit, bro. Nether upgrade free. I'm gonna stamp now, bro. I never said you get a Nether upgrade free for time stamping my next Q&A. I wish you guys would actually listen to the words I said instead of just like hearing two words and just jumping to conclusions. Now sometimes jobs come up where I trade time for another better upgrade for free. It does happen. So if you're paying attention, those offers get taken up quick because people are always waiting. But there's good people on this channel who timestamp these Nether better upgrades out of the goodness of their heart. Okay? Just so you know. Next question. Much love. Arnold DB King Dick. Wow. I'm glad I found this. Elmer S. gave me the link to here. So my question is, can I build muscles, real huge matured muscles, not just ripped but yoked, while staying at 6% body fat shredded year round? I already know many who see this comments are calling me stupid, but I ask you because you talk about the power of the mind most of the time and say that naturally many things are possible, like your high FFMI physique. Jeff Cavalier from Athlean X says that we can, while 99% bodybuilding community says that's dumb shit. Just want to know your opinion on this. Even if you say it's not possible, I'm not going to balk to see what my body can do and just find a way to prove it's possible. Going to dedicate my whole life to this goal. Absolutely, Arnold. Okay? The reason people balk to get bigger is they're sloppy. They don't know how to make steady small gains. You can tune it and you can get it just right to make lean gains and stay lean as you're gaining. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's not some arbitrary, impossible to believe concept. I know that bro mentality, sheepism out there doesn't believe in fuck all anything, but that's why this planet's a shithole, because people are discouraged and nobody believes in anything, and everybody has incredibly low standards for life. You can absolutely do that. Don't even doubt yourself. It's not even that big a deal. Much love. Next question. Tiger Eyes. Go-to cola in alcohol solution, question mark. Can't get another version of it. Yeah, that's a lot better than nothing. Go for it, man. Nothing wrong with that. That's a viable supplement. Your next question, Tiger Eyes. How much time do you spend barefoot? I think people neglect ankle mobility and ankle strength, and foot strength is also extremely important, right? Dude, I spend almost all my time barefoot. I only wear shoes when I absolutely fucking have to, okay? And my sprinting, jumping, balance, coordination, athleticism has fucking skyrocketed since I quit wearing shoes. Yes. Brilliant, man. You're onto something there. Glad I can confirm that for you. Your next question, Tiger Eyes. Nether, will you make a video on how to develop sickening discipline? I mean completely insane and unbreakable work ethic. No matter how batshit crazy the advice will be. Okay. Here's the deal. I always had insane fucking discipline. And I used to just put myself through hell, and it was miserable, and I was sick and beat down, and I didn't even get good gains from it. It's in my nature to be very disciplined and hard on myself. However, at this point in my life, I now do things from a whole different perspective of passion and joy, and the gains are much better. And the way I look at discipline now is different. I realize that most young guys coming up in this world, they get threatened by some drunk loser asshole who tells them, "You don't have any discipline, you little piece of shit, blah, blah, blah." So now your perception of discipline is that it's some fucking scary burden that's going to hurt you, and that's why you haven't picked it up. Here's how I'd frame it for you. Discipline is one of your most useful tools. Discipline is just being consistent and efficient about your own goals. And that's how you get there. So do it because you want to, not because you're scared of it. Discipline's not scary. Discipline's your fucking friend. And it's wonderful when you're the one disciplining yourself. I'm not talking about going in the military and having no rights and being told who to kill and when to die. That's shit. I'm talking about having your own discipline because you have things that you care about, and so you have the energy to do them, and you do them consistently, and you do them efficiently because you fucking want to. That's my version of discipline now. It's a fucking joy, not a burden. Okay? Much love. Angara Barbell. Nether, I don't have a trampoline. What if I jumped on the bed? Yeah, for rebounding, since beds are springy, that's a brilliant solution, man. That'll work. Your next question, Angara. Nether, you've mentioned the man of old ages who were high on testosterone, that it would be considered a low amount of steroids today. Why is that like? Because they did not use processed bullshit of today? Yeah, that's one of the big reasons. There's about 4,000 chemical contaminants in your body now that they didn't have then that are blocking all your endocrine glands from working right. Furthermore, there's about 4,000 belief systems you've all bought into since you were little that have you in the opposite of an alpha mindset. If you don't think your own consciousness affects your glands and the output of energy in your body, that's why humanity is a primitive fucking retarded planet, because they don't understand that yet. The mind controls the matter, guys. So both sides of that. Mentality is shit. Everybody's a little fucking sheep in a pen now. And everybody's full of chemical estrogens and garbage that have all your glands and organs clogged to where your body can't produce a tiny fucking fraction of what it should be able to. Get another better upgrade manual and upgrade your body and clean it the fuck out and upgrade your mindset and be 10 times the person you are now 10 years from now. Much love. Next question. Rick Lilshore. How to target the lowest part of the lats for width to make the waist look narrower. Thank you for these Q&As and may the gains be with you. You too, Rick. Well, I'd like to reference Dorian Yates. He invented the Yates row, and all of a sudden his lats had width and thickness that were just fucking incredible. So that's a great one to master. You know, certain positions of weighted negative chin-ups can be good for lats. What else? Even learning how to do a Jefferson lift and how to position your body to where one of your lats is getting pulled on real hard. Now, I don't know how advanced you are and how good your mind-muscle connection is, so that one is only for people who really have a good mind-muscle connection and can feel what's going on. But you can't go wrong mastering the Yates row for lower lats, okay? It's a great place to start. Much love. Viking. Next best detox method to coffee enemas. Well, I can't really pick a second place, man. There's many, many good ones. So take your pick. What are you interested in? Go for it. Do something. Be proactive. Use one of them. All right? I'm not big on next bests, really, to be honest with you. Min Young Kim, did you claim a squat 900 pounds to parallel? I don't talk anymore about my big three because the last time I answered these questions, people started hate cults against me and tried to destroy this channel. So I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. It's really fucking sad that I can't even talk about what I've lifted without shit like that happening. But again, this channel's not about me getting trophies, so fuck it. If people can't handle hearing what I lifted, I'm not even going to talk about it. That's another reason I don't do the standard 3. I don't need powerlifters hating the fucking shit out of my guts. How to attract girls? You need to love yourself and be attracted to yourself. You need to have a high perception of yourself inside, and then you become a fucking magnet. All the insecure bro behaviors on the outside, that shit don't work. Okay? That's not charisma, that's not magnetism, that's not magnetizing attraction. That's desperation, and it pushes them the other way. You need to fucking see that you're a divine, amazing creature and believe that and have unconditional love for yourself until that vibration attracts them like fucking magnets. Okay? That's the honest truth. Much love, my friend. Next question. Lifting for life. Hey, Nether. I've been watching Key to Fitness Ryan Key videos after seeing your review video. You both have inspired and taught me a lot within the past month. Would you do a collaboration anytime soon? I don't know, man, but I'm sure we will at some point. Absolutely. I got various collaborations going on all the time, and yeah, I mean, it'll happen. No doubt, man. Yeah, I absolutely love his channel. It's brilliant, and it needs to grow because this world will benefit. So the more we support that channel, the better. Much love. Next question. Jack S. Hey, Nether, I love your channel. If your goal was to increase your vertical leap, how would you do it? This has been answered in multiple Q&As. Go look it up. Thank you. Harry Buckley, what energy do you get from wolves? Loyalty, extreme loyalty, wisdom, and a complex interplay between the social elements of the packs and the needs of the pack and the interplay there, as well as the lone wolf pack. It's a complicated and very intelligent and wise animal. An extremely loving and loyal creature that can be extremely vicious, an extremely social and emotional animal that can be completely lone wolf and independent. That's what I get. Complexity, wisdom, and obviously the wildness element. You can't domesticate it. Highly relate. Much love, my friend. Your next question, Harry. This has been a serious question of my friends and I have been asking people since 2013, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. Who'd win in a fight, a silverback gorilla or 208-year-old children? Well, without blinking an eye, it's the silverback gorilla. If for some reason you're able to make all those things fight each other, there isn't a single fucking thing that any number of 8-year-old children can do to a silverback gorilla. You would have a silverback gorilla swinging kids like baseball bats, splattering other kids with them. It would be the most disgusting fucking thing you've ever seen, and that's exactly what would happen. So you can stop worrying about that question now. Moving on. Much love. Eyeballs. Why do I feel very bloated and bad after eating big meals and then sleeping 2 to 3 hours? I wake up like nothing has been done in my stomach. Only happens if I sleep. Well, obviously you're not digesting all that shit, man. You need a digestive tract overhaul like everybody in the society. When your liver and your gallbladder and all these things are backed up with toxins, you cannot digest nutrients at a good rate. Hence coffee enemas for those who aren't too pussy to do them. And everything else in the Nether Upgrade manual, my friend. You need to get your fucking organs cleaned out and working right if you want to have digestive fire and power, okay? Much love. Next question. Michael. Hi, Nether. I have issues with bad breath. Diet is cleaned up a lot. Digestion is improving. I use a tongue cleaner and I'm very hydrated throughout the day, but I can't shake the creeping staleness that develops if I go too long without brushing. Read more. Rinsing my mouth. I'm 2 days in with coffee enema routine, hoping I can detox my way out of this. Any advice? You're doing the right thing, okay? Coffee enemas. It may take a while. What you're smelling is deep in your gut. It's corrosion. It's roadkill. There's pounds and pounds and pounds of it caked inside your guts. That's rotten roadkill, literally. It may take a while to strip all that away with the coffee enemas, but you're going to get so much fucking healthier. Your vitality and your sense of well-being is going to go up 1,000%. You're already doing the right thing. Stay on your path, man. Awesome. Much love. The unknown. Hey, Nether. Do certain activities stimulate your body to lose fat simply because it would make you more efficient at that activity? Example, push-ups stimulate fat loss so your body can move itself more easily. Thanks. Yes. Now, I don't know if anybody's put this in a book yet, and I couldn't give a fuck less because I have personal experience. And whenever the books catch up, they do. But yeah, I've noticed when I do activities that the body does better at a lighter weight, it will start stripping weight quickly on its own to become adapted to those activities. Yes is the answer. Brilliant. Next question. Senkalp Aurora. Hey Nether, I've recently discovered that emotional traumas and stress adversely affect my sexual health. Yes. It's caused temporary erectile dysfunction and PE. I'm not sure what that one stands for, which may be linked to masturbation. I'm 22. I like your way of seeing problems holistically. Please shed some light on addressing this issue. Thank you. Yeah, man, you need internal work. You need to clear the trauma. Now, I have another channel. I also have a shamanic practice. I can teach you an energetic practice for cutting the ties if you're interested, so you can free yourself from this. But one way or another, you're going to have to resolve whatever you're blaming yourself and feeling guilty and afraid and whatever, okay? Now, you say you've been traumatized, so I'm about 100,000% sure it wasn't your fault, right? But I'm not going to be corny like they do in the movies and say, it wasn't your fault. It's not your fault. You should know that, but energy is energy, and you need to do some internal work, okay, to change whatever beliefs are still in conflict within you about this issue, all right? To keep it simple. Much love. Next question. Some word that all the letters are backwards and I can't say your name. Here we go. Hey Nether, I'm doing Transcendent Training Method of Training for 2 weeks now. I train every day, split. I was thinking of the following style of training. 1, Transcendent Method of Training, plus 2, training 5 days a week, plus blood flow restriction, plus 4 negatives. The scheme would be first week biceps triceps, second week biceps triceps, third week rack pulls, fourth week rack pulls, fifth week biceps triceps. Going for the nucleus overload effect, but with the Transcendent Method negatives and blood flow restriction. Yeah, man, that's like a super high intensity protocol for specific muscles, and if you blast through that, and your nutrition and rest and mindset's good enough to have good recovery, you're going to upgrade those sections of your body. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sounds like a cool special project. Go for it. Much love. Next question. Michael Novak. Hey Nether, I recently finished my 5-month-long detox phase and I've lost 40 pounds of fat, water, and dead animals from my stomach. I've been eating 95% vegan and right now I can't digest vegetables like carrots and beets. I digest saturated fat from animals, mainly ground beef and butter, very well, and I feel better eating this way. I want to gain my weight back. My weight is right now 160 pounds. But I'm afraid that I will ruin my health, but I can't digest vegan food that, well, as meat. I eat all kinds of herbs and greens, but I would like to know how to digest all the vegetables, not just the greens. I'm not eating gluten, and I eat lactose only from grass-fed butter. I'm educated on food combinations, thank you, and I'm sending you a good vibe. Greetings from the Czech Republic. I'm sending you a good vibe too, my brother. Yeah, you know, you gotta honor your own metabolism. It sounds like you have closer to a caveman metabolism like me. I can eat all the fat and high protein animal foods in the world and digest it perfectly easily, never get constipated, never get parasites, never get high blood pressure, never get anything stressed in my body from it. Some people eat like that and they're dying within a month. So this just goes to show you how different genetics are. If you can digest greens well, that's really all you need if we're just talking about meeting your micros. So eat lots of greens. Don't worry so much about the vegetables your body doesn't like so much. You don't have to eat the ones your body doesn't like so much. Think about how all our ancestors lived in one part of the world where only a few vegetables even grew, and those were their staples. Now we live in society where people just get everything from all around the world and start assuming you're supposed to eat everything from the whole planet. You're not. Just cover your bases nutritionally with the things that you digest well and design accordingly, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing, okay? That's my 2 cents, my friend. It's all about your self-mastery of your own metabolism. Honor yourself. Don't worry about anybody else and their opinion. Much love, man. Next question. Dijon. Hey, Nether. You always say that we should combine vitamin D3 with fatty foods, so I was wondering if it's okay to take it with fish oil capsules. Yeah, that'd be great. Very synergistic. That would help it digest. Perfect. Is that amount of oil enough to properly help? Yeah, that'll properly help you absorb it. Sure. It's perfect. Thank you and have a great day. You too, my friend. Chizzy City. Hello, Nether. Chizzy here. What's the simplest way to know your maintenance calories so I can identify the proper way to increase surplus? There's no such thing as maintenance calories, because if you eat 1,000 calories a day of powdered sugar, or your identical twin eats 1,000 calories a day of lard, and then your other identical twin eats 1,000 calories a day of concentrated protein, you're all going to have a completely different body within 1 month, even eating the same calories. You see what I'm saying? Metabolism is a complex thing, and pretending it's only calories is complete fucking horseshit. So there is no magic calorie formula for you, okay? You need to learn about your metabolism and how it responds to digesting different types of foods, and then watch yourself in the mirror. If you're getting fluffier, reduce carbs or fats. If you're too lean and skinny, increase something, okay? It's like driving and staying, correcting but not overcorrecting. And there's no magic formula. That's why no matter how many books have been sold by jackasses, everybody's still asking these questions. Because the books don't work. Because no two metabolisms are the same. And there's no shortchanging your responsibility for mastering your own metabolism. So I'm going to tell you that truth now, so you can get started now, instead of spending the next 20 years buying more people's books that don't mean shit because they're not about your metabolism. Okay? Much love. Next question. Oh no, I think I just shit myself. That's your name. Cool. Hey Nether, I was hauling ass in my backyard the other day like a deranged lunatic, and I thought to myself, if I was in a situation where I would have to haul ass, I would want to do it as fast as possible. So I guess the question is, do you know how to increase overall speed? I'm talking like eat my dust. Hit it and get it type of speed. Thank you for your time. You're a true inspiration, and much love. Well, much love to you, man. Something very basic that will drastically improve your sprinting to where you're one of the best around is practicing your sprints both uphill and downhill. Uphill sprints give you the power to run harder and faster. Downhill sprints teach you to move your legs fast enough to not eat shit when you're going really fast, okay? So alternate between those types of sessions. Maybe one day you do uphill sprints, 2-3 days later, whatever, you do downhill sprints, okay? That's how you teach your body to be faster. If you use those two techniques, you will be the fastest guy around. Alright, much love. Kinta02. Sun allergy. I've been getting rashes from the sun ever since I was a kid. Only thing that worked over the years is UV light therapy, where you get daily increased doses of UVA and UVB rays to get your skin used to it. Takes about 3 months. Every day is expensive as fuck, and it only lasts for 1 summer. Any ideas how to get rid of it? I tried high dose D3 alongside K2, magnesium, zinc for a while. Also tried astaxanthin without success so far. Yeah, man, here's the deal. When your body's allergic to a natural element of life that's essential for life, that means there's something very toxic in your body reacting with the sun, okay? I know that the dipshit modern doctors don't know obvious things like that, but you're not just magically allergic to the sun unless there's something in your body that shouldn't be there, okay? So in your case, extremely detoxification and cleaning methods for your body. Go study about the lymph system and true lymphatic cleansing, okay? If you truly cleanse your body lymphatically, I honestly believe you're going to be able to handle sunlight. There's something in you that's reacting to the sunlight, okay? Sunlight is the source of life on this planet, and you're no exception. So you are not allergic to sunlight, but something toxic in your body is, okay? So you might want to start down that path of reasoning and thinking and researching. That's my 2 cents for you, friend. Much love. I'm scrolling to more questions here, friends. Here we go. It's Chris FTW. What's up, brother? Hope you're well. So I bought the upgrade. I'm confused on your basic 3-day training split. Is this a full body split meant to be run every other day? No. Or it would have been called a full body split. Because you have us training the muscle groups only once a week. That's right. Go look up Bastion Head, everybody. If you think naturals can't build muscle, he trains like once every 2 weeks. And most of you will accuse him of being on gear, probably, but he's not. This fucking bullshit about, oh, naturals can only build... Guys, I already have videos on this, okay? I'm just going over things I've gone over on this channel. You guys don't even look through my content and know where I stand before you ask me this. Which is fine, I guess, but, I've already been over all this. It's horse shit. Go look up my video. I think it's the first video on my discussions and rants playlist. And this one's a discussion, not a rant. It's the one where I'm wearing a yellow t-shirt. And cover that topic. It links you to Bastion Head. Check it out. This idea that you can't do a training split and get mad gains as a natural is total fucking bullshit. I don't make bullshit programs that don't work, okay? You're just afraid because you have too many things in your head that some fucking Poindexter wrote in a book somewhere who doesn't even have muscles. Anyway, moving on. Again, can you explain this routine a bit? It's explained in the book. You just don't believe in it because you have fears, because you've been mind-washed into certain fear-based beliefs. Either use the system and believe in it or don't. There's a 7-day-a-week system in that book. If you're so afraid that this split won't work, train every fucking day. Use the 7-day-a-week system. I wrote it in there because I know a lot of people are OCD and they're scared. They're scared to set down the weights and grow. You think you got to be doing it all every day, all the time, all OCD. I don't care which system you use. Every system in the manual will get you mad gains if you'll just apply yourself. So that's it, man. It's all explained. If you don't like that program because you're scared that you can't do a split and you have to be doing full body all the time, do something different, man. But it works. It works very fucking well. Everybody that's been using that 3-day split, they're reporting to me mostly by email for some reason. And guys, report back on the threads here. I don't want to read 1,000 private emails every day. Share it with people so he doesn't have to ask this question, okay? Have some balls, guys. Share your results on the threads. It works, man. It works fucking well, or I wouldn't have put it in there, all right? The manual's changing my life. Supplements alone are doing great things in your health. Yes, sir, they are. Everyone buy this upgrade. The Jack Shaman knows his shit. Thank you, man. Well, thank you, man. Like I say, if you're nervous about that program, just use a different one until your mind can accept the idea that it'll work, and it will. You got to try it. You got to trust it. You got to do it. But if you are uncomfortable and you don't believe in it because all the fears somebody put in your mind, just use one of the other 6 programs. You got every kind in there pretty much. All right. Key to Fitness Ryan. Key. Hey, brother. Thank you so much for the review video. I have got the ultimate question and I really wanted to post this in the thread because everyone's probably curious. Do you think anything man-made is beneficial for health? Much love and respect. Much love and respect to you, Ryan. I do. I think science on this planet's primitive and it's not very good, a lot of it. But there are certain things that can be beneficial, sure. It's not like man's doomed to failure, you know. It's just that where science sits now, it's primitive and stupid and narrow-minded, so 99% of it's more harmful than it is good. But there are certain man-made things here and there that can be beneficial, sure. It's just a damn small percentage at this point. Cool question, though, man. Much love. Clandestine. I attempted a tutorial for body weight and other chest shrugs. Okay, that's another thing, guys. The Q&A thread is not for you to post videos, so while I'm answering questions, I have to sit here and watch videos while people stare at my face while I watch your video. Furthermore, I'm extremely fucking busy, 20 hours a day. Why don't you tell me what you think of the video instead of trying to have me tell you what to think about it? You're perfectly capable of making your own decision and assessment. Why don't you review it? Okay? Otherwise, it's going to come down to where Nether has to make every single decision for everybody. Nether, do you think I should eat this food? Nether, do you think I should lift this weight? Nether, do you think I should take a shit at noon? Do whatever the fuck you want, man. And believe in yourself. You're all totally capable. Have some confidence. You tell me what you think of that video. I don't have time, man. You guys have no idea how many things I do. It's not like I stop existing when I turn this camera off. I'm a busy motherfucker, believe me. All right? So you review the videos and share it for everybody's benefit. We're all in this together. It's not Nether just does everything for everybody and does all the thinking and all the decision making for everybody. We're all equals here. We all have infinite potential. You guys add what you believe in. Okay? Much love. Next question. There's another one. Somebody asking me to watch videos. No, this is not what the Q&A thread's for. For people to stare at Nether's face while he watches every video and everything that you're wanting me to make your decisions for you. Make up your own minds. You tell me what that video has. Share it with the other subscribers. That's your job. That's what you're bringing to the table. Okay? Much love. Next question. Pablo Dunoyer. Hey, Nether, is there a proper way to meditate? Any way you can silence the monkey chatter in your brain is the proper way to meditate, because then better things come through. So no, it's not like a religion and all these assholes that would like you to think you got to do it like them. They're fucking idiots. Everybody's path to meditation is their own. Everybody's path of growth and consciousness is completely unique. So there's no cop-out where there's some 10-step program where you can just copy some other man and expand your consciousness. It doesn't work that way. You have to get in touch with something that's a higher part of yourself. Meditation means shutting up the monkey who never shuts up, repeating all the stupid shit he's heard in this world. So, to simplify it, no. The proper way is whatever helps you silence that so you can receive something from beyond that, okay? Yamir, hey Nether, what's your Nether opinion on counting calories, protein intake, and doing this in a way that suits recomposition with your training everyday routine? Training everyday routine, so you're using the everyday program, okay? I love the manual, Nether. It's definitely worth buying. I'm so glad I stumbled upon this channel, and you're a true inspiration to me. Seriously, Remy. Well, thank you, man. Now, my opinion on counting calories, I've been over this many times. I've never counted calories, and I never will. All I do is I form a certain diet, and I check my body. Check your body in a couple weeks. Are you fluffier? Are you leaner? Are you the same? And adjust accordingly. Who gives a flying fuck about the number of calories? It doesn't even matter, man. Just adjust according to your physique. Look at it. Look in the mirror. That's what you're working on anyway, right? Who cares what it says in some book? What matters is how you look in the mirror. Go by that. It's easier. It's simpler, and it's more organic and true. And it's not based on a bunch of Poindexter's random formulas that don't even apply to you. Okay? Much love, my friend. Next question. Jack Bayer. What do you use to brush your teeth? They're pearly white. Also, questions about food combos. How well do carrots and celery go with peanut butter, if at all? One of my favorite snacks. Much love. Okay, much love to you, Jack. Toothbrushing. My wife makes some kind of toothbrush. It's made out of a couple... You know what? Look up Weston A. Price homemade toothpaste. It's a superb toothpaste that you can make. You get a few supplements from the local supplement store and you mix the powders, and it's amazing toothpaste that not only cleans them, it builds them, okay? Now, most of the reason my teeth look better, I had yellow, halfway rotten teeth in my 20s, okay? Now I have great teeth, and it's come from the inside. Some of the stuff I put in the Nether Better upgrade manual for all of you. Doesn't just upgrade tendons and bones. Your teeth are the same thing. Upgrades that too. Much love, my man. Your question about celery and carrots. Technically, celery can be combined with anything, okay? It's like the most combinable food, so that's perfect. Carrots are considered a starchy food, so technically it's not really that good. However, raw carrots, you're going to digest so little of the starch that it probably still wouldn't be a problem. So celery's perfect. Carrots are, I'd say, neutral. I wouldn't worry about it. I'd say that's an okay combo. Much love. Next question. The unknown. Hey, Nether, I have your manual. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. We'll be doing the detox stuff and taking the supplements. Help me in getting leaner and losing love handles. Yes, they will. Of course. Yes. Love handles are toxicity and backed up, fucked up metabolism and hormone imbalance and a weak endocrine system, and everything in the manual is going to help. Yes. And you said explain the reason. I just grazed over it. Okay. Love handles. You shouldn't have love handles. Okay. Why do you have love handles? Estrogen. Glands that don't work right in your body from toxins. Shitty hormone profile that's nothing like a man would have had 100 years ago. Yeah. Clean out the bullshit. Clean out your liver. Clean out your glands. Clean out your glands and organs so they can produce right. And the things in the manual help you get the alpha mindset also. Okay. That's just to skim over a little bit there, man. Thoughts on... Okay, much love. Next question. Annihilator. Thoughts on astrology, not the mainstream sun sign stuff, but birth charts, aspects, etc. Yeah, real astrology is a very complex science and art, and it's amazing. However, your sun sign isn't even what they told you, okay? The entire sky is a full sign off from what they say it is, and they haven't adjusted for the constellations. So even if anybody sets out to study astrology, it's way the fuck off. Now the aspects will be right because they're mathematically aligned to each other, but all the signs and houses will be wrong. Now Eastern astrology is a lot closer, but they still haven't corrected. They've corrected about 23 degrees for the precession of the equinox, when at this point it's a full fucking 29 to 30 degrees. Okay? Ew, so controversial. He's correcting all forms of astrology. How dare he? Where does this crazy shaman come from? Look into that though, man. Extremely eye-opening when you get deeper into it. Much love. Next question. T Athletic. Hello, Nether. Hope everything is great with you. It is, my friend, and I hope it is with you. I have torn my ACL 2 years ago, and I've been playing sports and training even stronger than before for over a year now without surgery because I know how powerful the body can heal itself. Yes! Through training and strengthening, and even though all the doctors said it wouldn't work, yeah. If you've heard the things the doctors cursed me with, oh God, they don't know shit. They just have the lowest, weakest mentality. I'm glad you didn't accept that, man. Thank you. But they were wrong, and it did work. Yes, your consciousness is powerful. Don't sink to their level, or you won't heal. Bit like a story I heard you talk about with your collarbone or something. I do connective tissue work for the knee, and that helps with what is best food. But what is the best foods and supplements to take for knees to pop and crack? It happens in both knees, and maybe there's something I can take to smooth out the joints, etc. Well, just for lubrication, you can try a high-dose, high-quality flax oil for a month. I've never felt anything lubricate joints like that. However, if you want to really do it right and make sure, get the Nether Better Upgrade Manual and apply everything in it, okay? All connective tissues and structures in the body become way the hell better. Much love. Next question. Corey Clark. What's up, Beast? I'm curious on where you started in your career weight-wise and strength-wise. And if you knew your potential strength when you started versus where you are today, with how far you've come now that you've been 20 plus years of experience. Really enjoy your videos and perspective. Your channel is my new favorite fitness channel. Can't wait to see how it grows in the near future. Well, thanks, man. That's a great honor. So looking clear back to the first time I ever picked up an actual weight, like a dumbbell, and started lifting. At that time, I was a teenager, and I think my size would have been, I'd have been close to 6 foot by then, or maybe that tall, maybe, and probably 165, 170, okay? I was always very strong pound for pound. I was the kid that it took, 10 other kids to wrestle me down, okay? So, I didn't look super muscular, but I was athletically built and very strong, very dense, very strong. And my strength has always come mostly from my nervous system. So even being somewhat skinny, I've always been able to lift more than I look like I can, okay? So that was obvious from the beginning. But no, I didn't know my potential strength. I was like anybody. I was just a lost kid in this world, just pursuing and working towards one goal at a time, And as life goes on, my potential strength gets bigger because this keeps getting bigger and allowing for it to get bigger, okay? Hint, hint. Much love. Next question. Colton Grafe. Any downsides to taking creatine aside from the possibility of accelerating hair loss? Yeah. Kidney strain. Some people get away with it, some people won't. But if you're the one whose kidneys are on the edge, this could push them over the edge. I was a super responder to creatine, got fucking crazy huge gains that you wouldn't even believe if I told you. But I quit using it because it strained my kidneys and I would get kidney stones almost every time I was on it. So I don't give a fuck what all the highly sponsored studies say. Again, experience is more powerful than what some asshole with agenda wrote in a book. Now, I'm neutral on creatine. I don't tell people to use it or not to use it. Some people's kidneys may never really have any serious problem because of it. So, it's your call, all right? But that's my 2 cents. Much love. Next question. Sam Rosicki. Hey, Nether. When you say you should take something on an empty stomach, what exactly do you mean by that? Does this mean only in the morning before you eat anything, or could it be a few hours after a meal? Thanks. Yeah, Sam, depending on what you eat. Your stomach is different than your small intestine and your large intestine. I'm talking just your stomach, okay? The thing the food first goes in to get broke down. Then it goes through a trapdoor into the small intestine. Once that food's into the small intestine, now your stomach is empty again. You're ready to take something on an empty stomach. Now, different foods digest at different speeds. Certain meals for some people may take 4 hours or more to get out of their stomach. Other meals may take 30 minutes. So learn about that, do some research, and learn your own body. What do you digest quickly? And you'll learn to understand when your stomach is empty. You'll still may feel full because all that processing and digesting is going on in your small intestine, but you learn how to tell when it's past your stomach, okay? That's an empty stomach, all right? Much love. Next question. Simplified fitness. Hey, Nether, I have 2 questions regarding food combinations. I like to make shakes as soon as I wake up, and it usually consists of blueberries, bananas, spinach, water, homemade almond milk. When I have a scoop of whey protein, I also consume bee pollen with this shake. I know it combines different food groups, and I want to make it more compatible, but also keep the micronutrients. My goal with this shake is to get a lot of micronutrients and a little bit of protein. Okay, read more. How would you go about making this? Also, could you list your top 3 vegetables that are most beneficial to health, because I don't want to always eat different ones. Thanks and much love. Okay. Now, when you're blending things really small, it is easier to digest even when you're mixing food combos, but it can still give you gas and gut havoc. Ideally, if all you're trying to get here is micronutrients plus protein, I would highly recommend getting a concentrated superfood greens product with ground up powder of many different superfood greens in a powder. Mix that with your protein and a little bit of oil for better digestion, and that's it. You're covered. Protein, micros, oil for digestion. Great way to start the day and get the metabolism and the alkalinity and the health going. Now, as far as my 3 favorite vegetables, I don't pick, a certain 3. Things that are high on my list: onions, green beans I like, broccoli, spinach, kale. I like all those concentrated greens. I think those are good staples. But it shifts. In the summertime, I like a lot more raw stuff, celery and stuff like that. So I don't have an exact 3 to follow, man. If you want 3 to follow, just pick your favorite 3 and grow with it. You don't need to copy me, man. Be yourself. Do your thing, brother. You can. Much love. Amani, yo Nether, I've been having issues bracing when lifting, and I think I may have a dysfunctional core. How can I fix my core to get it to contract as one unit when bracing and make it contract harder? I have no issues with diaphragm breathing. As always, thank you for your support. Well, sure, man. It's kind of a vague question. It's a little hard for me to diagnose because you say, I think I have a dysfunctional core. How do I fix that? Well, I don't even know that you do have a dysfunctional core. There's some confusion here where you're not very clear on your mind-muscle connection. You can't feel it clearly for yourself. So let's just assume your core needs some strengthening. I find that, and go ahead and wear a weight belt. Now, this is my take on it since you asked. Wear a weight belt and do lifts, even in limited ranges of motion, which cause you to have to brace your spine hard, flex as hard as you can. I don't care if it's a 1-inch range of motion, and I don't care if Jason Blaha's fat ass comes on here to say I'm wrong. If you want a solid core, learning how to brace the whole son of a bitch really hard so you can pick up something heavy without having your spine dislocate, that's what's given me rock solid core integrity. Now, outside of that, you need to identify which side of your core is weak if there is an imbalance. If you could tell me, like, okay, it's my abs are weak, or it's my low back is weak, or it's the obliques, the sides are weak, then I would have something to say here. But just for basics, put a belt, anything you put a belt on, and you lift something heavy that just causes you to have to hold that weight on your spine and flex your core as hard as you can, because your body will, to make sure you don't break something. To me, that's how I got a really strong core. It's that simple. Not having more details on what your particular imbalance is, I can't get into anything complicated or more involved in that, okay? Your next question says, Yo Nether, I love raw chili peppers 3 a day. Is there any harm in consuming them? Also, do they boost metabolism? Much respect. No, I think that's great, man. They boost metabolism, they boost your immune system, they give you good vitamin C and circulation boost. Nah. I mean, if you ate too many on an empty stomach and they were strong enough, maybe you could scorch your throat, scorch your mouth. That's about the worst you could do, okay? No, that's healthy. That is healthy. Person that eats a stimulation booster, a circulation booster, a metabolism booster, and an immune booster like that, you're going to be healthier than someone who doesn't, all other things being equal, okay? Much love. Next question. Thoughts on Herschel Walker routine of doing 1,000 reps of chin-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and calisthenics every day. Do you think that will make a beast? Well, he's already proven that it makes a beast, so I don't even have to think that. Herschel Walker's already shown us that. He's, 3 times the age of people that are complaining about being broke down, and he's a fucking elite athlete still. So yes, it's awesome. I've done his program. It was too time consuming for me, but it was pretty cool, and it definitely gives you a way the hell more functional body. Yes. Much love. Next question. David Edmonds. Yo, Nether, can I swap bodies with you? As soon as you've built me into Monster, we can swap back. You know what? In a future timeline when they have things like that, I might be willing. But I'll tell you what, I want my body all the hours of the day except when I'm training yours, okay? So you come over to my place, you sit in a chair, we swap bodies, I do the workout with your body, and then we swap back and I get my body back, okay? I don't want my body running off out of sight and doing God knows what, okay? Can we agree on those terms? All right, man. Any day now when they have like a translocator body swapper thing, that's going to be a highly paid service, right? Cool idea, man. Much love. Suhail Umar. Any tips for training and nutrition in Ramadan? I can't remember the restrictions on Ramadan. Is it only certain hours a day you're not allowed to eat? If so, half the shit on this channel is about intermittent fasting. There you go. It's actually beneficial. Just learn about training and intermittent fasting. You can Google that, man. Because I'm pretty sure Ramadan pretty much works like an intermittent fast if I remember right. So that's where I would point you, man. You can absolutely train. You can make good gains. And I'm an intermittent faster year round. Not because of Ramadan, but because it's a benefit, okay? Much love. Next question. Alex2310. Yo, Nether, what's the most effective way to make use of binaural frequencies? When and how often do you listen to it? Take care. Dude, there's no set rules on that, okay? So you can read anything on the internet and take anybody's opinion or form your own. This is a new science. You're just as entitled to teach how to use these as anybody else. There is no expert or authority on this, okay? Follow your instincts, all right? There's no cop-out here where you can just copy somebody else. You're into something kind of new and on the edge. What do you think? All methods are going to have some validity. Now, the way I've been doing it, I've been using 1 or 2 of them. I listen to them anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour a day. Some days I miss it. My life's too busy. I don't give a shit. I just listen to it when I can. I try to get at least a half an hour, and I see results. But I see results because my mind's open to it. Now that's the biggest factor right there. Understanding what's in your own subconscious blocking you. That takes this inner exploration and things that most people don't know anything about. So meditation can improve the efficacy of binaurals. Okay? But without going on for 3 hours about that, that's all I can really say for a quick Q&A answer. Next question. Jario. I've been having golfer's elbow for some time now where flexor connects to elbow. After doing some rehab, only the pain in the right arm has gone away, but the left still hurts. My forearm extensors are quite weak. Could this be an imbalance? Yeah, it could be an imbalance, but I used to have that all the time until I started applying the things in the Nether Better Upgrade Manual, and now I don't ever have that, okay? Like I always say, therapy's nice and all, but there's a whole other side to this that people just don't understand. That is, they are nutritionally depleted and living in a feeble body, okay? Do you want great ape tendons or do you want brittle grandma tendons that you're trying to balance the pressure because they can't handle it? So anything you think you can do to balance an imbalance is great. But nutritionally, you can upgrade your connective tissues to where they can handle way the hell more and they don't get sore from minor things anymore, okay? I'm speaking from experience here. I used to be held back by tendons all the time. I'm thinking on going on all the supplementation for this since it's been interfering with my arm seriously now. Is there anything specific outside your basic vitality stack that you always take in some bone broth that could be of benefit? Glucosamine and chondroitin is something a lot of people use and you haven't talked about it. Thoughts about it? Yeah, I don't talk about it because it's in bone broth in a natural form along with a bunch of other things. So you can buy some concentrated man-made pussy-ass version of it or just make bone broth, which is better. So yeah, I do talk about it. I just talk about it in a better form. Bone broth is nice and all, but the things in the Nether Better Upgrade are the cat's meow for upgrading that stuff, okay, in my experience. I used to have all kinds of tendon, bone, joint, socket issues. Now I have none. And my shit's like bulletproof, okay? Now you sent me a video of a cool song that I don't have time to listen to in a Q&A video. So, thank you. I know you mean well. I got to keep moving here, though, my friend. Yeah, cool. Moving on. Much love. Next question. Oh, remember, the other half, all the detox stuff in the manual. A lot of the problems in people's bones, joints, and tendons is toxicities. You'd be amazed how many weird heavy metals and pesticides and shit get caught in joints and tendon areas and keep them inflamed and keep them degenerated. Both sides of that are just as important. If you want the supplement stacks to work 10 times as well, you need to do the deep cleansing side of the things in the manual too. Everything in the manual works together, okay? Much love. Next question. Elmer S. Hey Nether, what would be a good replacement for nether shrugs? I can't seem to find equipment at the gym to be able to do it properly. There is no good replacement, my friend. That's why I invented it, because all the standard rows suck dick. Rows are disappointing, and I recognize that and built an advanced kind of row that makes your back thicker. Now you can use all your normal rows and have a back that's, you know, whatever, compatible with what's out there. You say you can't find any equipment at your gym to do a nether row. So your gym doesn't have a barbell? What the hell gym are you at that doesn't have a barbell? Have you looked at the demonstration videos in my demonstrations playlist, all the different versions of nether rows? Because I'm having a lot of trouble believing you go to a gym that doesn't have a barbell, dude. I think I'm getting a feeling that a lot of people are just being lazy here and asking me to do all your thinking for you, and you're not even watching the content that's already here, guys. If you're going to a gym without a barbell, you're not going to a gym. You better not be paying for that, because that's fucking ridiculous. If there's a barbell or even a dumbbell in your gym, you can do nether rows. So unless your gym is actually a hair salon, you can do nether rows, bro. Okay? Much love. Next question. Kevin Cantwell. Nether, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to answer everyone's questions. You bet, man. Thanks for appreciating that. My question is about the declining nutrient contents in food. There's ample evidence now that many common vegetables as well as wheat do not have nearly the amount of micro and macronutrients they did before the Industrial Revolution. Yes, all the topsoils are completely depleted. Hence all the stacks in the Nether Better Upgrade manual. Due to both selective farming practices and carbon dioxide levels and oversaturating the planet and causing them to forsake protein production for glucose, less nutrients, more sugar. Yeah, cheap shit you can make to feed a weak, sick society to keep them that way. How do we combat this? Can we reverse these effects? Or is it the only solution to grow our own food? Much love. See studies from whatever. No, I'm not going to read all these studies. I have thousands of hours of research, guys. So the deal is this. Nether Better Upgrade manual. You want nutrition levels that make you 4 times as effective as an athlete in mind, body, spirit? That's how you compensate. Now, you're asking, could you grow all your own food? Yes, if you have pristine dirt somewhere and you want to grow all your own foods and grow all the right foods to get all your nutrients, that'll work. Of course, that's a pretty big industrial operation, but it's a super awesome ideal, okay? So if that's even an option for you, that'd be a great thing to do. If you're living in the real world and you need supplementation to upgrade your health 10 times over, Nether Better Upgrade manual, my friend. Much love. Next question. I has Method Z. Hey Nether, any tutorials on breathing techniques for naturally increasing DMT in the lungs that you know of? Yeah, dude, any breathing exercise ever invented on planet Earth is perfect for that. Now, if you want it to get real intense to where you pretty much leave your body and shit, you want to test this, do power breathing, do Wim Hof style or shamanic power breathing. Look up those. But any breathing technique increases DMT and increases awareness and increases health and helps you achieve higher states of consciousness and vibration. Making that a regular part of your life is brilliant. Much love, man. Pedro, how did you know what supplements you could superdose? Have you experimented with superdosing with other vitamins, minerals other than K2, D3, B12? Yeah, I've experimented with everything in the last 20 plus years. Thousands and thousands of hours in research and experimentation, my friend. That's how I know. Much love. Moving on. Blobble. How to bring up front and side delts. My rear delts are very developed, but my front head is bad. I was born with hypermobile shoulder blades, so I was able to I was always a horrible horizontal presser, so bench variations will never be optimal for me. Luckily, dips are good though. Okay, do you do overhead pressing? Because for most people, the overhead press is really going to target the front delts. I don't know what your shoulders do. Do they slip back too far when you're doing an overhead press? You'd have to let me know on that. There's all kinds of flies and things that activate your front delts. I mean, I don't know if you've made the effort to Google all the front delt activating exercises. Here's what Vince Gironda would say. Write yourself a long list of every exercise known to hit the front delts. Go use one of them and do 20 intense sets. The next day, write down exactly where you're sore. Wait till you're not sore. Take the next exercise, do 20 sets. Write down the next day where you're sore. Make a journal and figure out which one fucks up your front delts, and then you will know what you need. Boom! Problem solved, all right? Now, as far as laterals, I mean, there's some shoulder annihilating shit in my manual. Have you tried the nether ending set from my demonstrations playlist? I have no idea. You haven't told me what you think is the limiting factor on lateral delts. A lot of people just don't train them that much, honestly. They just forget it. They skip it over. They're too busy doing their compound stuffs. Because Jason Blaha says, just do your big three and look like a fucking potato, and that's good enough. And if you do anything else, you're a fucking idiot. So, there's that mentality out there. I say, work your goddamn lateral delts a lot, so they look better. You add a 1/4 inch of width to your lateral delts, you look way the fuck better. Not to mention your shoulder endurance is way better. So, with no more details than that, I'm kind of shooting in the dark here, man. Much love. Next question. Virgilio Soul. Hey, Nether. I'm with my girlfriend since 4 months now, and we noted a strange reaction when her skin is in contact with my sperm. Oh boy, I guess I'm a gynecologist too now, huh? The skin becomes red and she has little bumps. Wow, dude, your chick's totally allergic to your sauce, man. Woo! That's crazy. Crazy! Then when she cleans that, it becomes normal again. We looked on the internet and saw that this may be an allergy to sperm. Apparently so. She also gave up recently on birth control. I convinced her to stop after 5 years. She was really overweight, and since 1 year she's losing weight on a vegan diet. She's training. Any advice on what we can do? You can both do an extremely deep detox of your body, so whatever the hell is reacting insanely to natural, organic, whatever, then again, you may have some toxic shit in your stuff that's not organic that she's reacting to. Something's fucking radioactive here, man. Something's not organic. Something's not just a part of two bodies. There's an X factor here that's too small to see with the bare eye, and if you both cleanse deeply, I highly suspect that this allergic, fucked up reaction will go away, okay? Another Better Upgrade manual has everything you need. You're also capable of educating yourself and figuring it out for yourself if you want to put in all the time. Much love. Next question. Tom Frey Productions. Thoughts on genetically modified crops and shit. Are they bad? Well, do you want to be genetically modified? Let's talk about how they genetically modified the crops. They take a fruit that had lots of seeds and they turn it into something big, fat, and bloated with less nutrients that can't produce seeds anymore. I look around at the population and what do I see? Big, fat, bloated weaklings that can't produce seeds. They don't make hormones, they're brain dead, they're fat and fucking huge and weak. You do the math, okay? You consume genetically modified, you become genetically modified. You're a big fat fruit with low nutrition and weak sperm production, basically, by eating that shit. So you tell me if that's bad, man. Simple cause and effect. Much love. Next question. Barischeck. What is your opinion on alcohol? Whiskey specifically. Does not seem to affect my recovery at all unless overconsumed and while staying hydrated. Well, you know, different people are going to handle alcohol to different degrees. Some people are more stressed out and they have a few drinks and their stress levels go down, and the poison from the alcohol is actually less from their stress hormones. It's all a matter of math. If you're telling me that the amount you're drinking, you're not noticing any problems, I'd say, fine, go for it, man. It's all just math. It's a toxin, but if you're handling it well in balance with other things in life, you don't feel like it's a hindrance, there you go. You know, outside of that, what am I going to do? Have some moralistic view? I don't. So I'm just going to respect you in that, man. Watch your own body and you decide. Much love. Next question. Curious Jimmy 1999. Hey, Nether. I recently purchased the upgrade manual and I'm pretty happy with it. Now, Me being me, I set up in a document format and tried to make it look pretty in a PDF format. If you'd like to have a look and hand that, let me know and I'll send it straight to you. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd love to check it out. If it's the updated version and you put it in a PDF, I think people would like that. That would be really cool. I'd appreciate that. It may be because of somewhat OCD. Yeah, man. It's cool. Some people organize things in a better formats. It's just a skill. I'm a very raw person. You know, I never cut. I never edit. If I want to pick my fucking nose on camera, I'll do it. I don't give a shit, you know, obviously. I'm just raw and straight to the point. But I appreciate when people can refine or add something and improve it with a skill that you're good at that I don't have. You know, that's how we all work together. So I think that's cool, man. I like things to look very good, so I set it up for myself. Like, however, let me know. Sure, I'd love to see that, man. Absolutely. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Absolutely. Next question, Solid Beef. How to achieve a tiger bend? Well, now I don't have the balance for it. You saw my video yesterday. I have the strength for it, okay? So I'm not even going to take the time to train the balance for it probably anytime soon because I'm progressing at 95 things. As far as getting that kind of tricep strength, which is really what it is, it's basically a dead stop push off with your triceps, which is I think why a lot of people have so much trouble because they're used to doing all stretch reflex on their triceps. So you need to teach your triceps dead stop strength. You could literally practice narrow grip benching from like a pin press, okay? Until you're really strong at that dead stop push up with your triceps. Then you'll have the kind of strength you need to do that, okay? Then once you have the strength, you could start practicing the balance part, all right? That's my 2 cents for you that I believe would work for you, man. Next question, Jack Dempsey. Hey, Nether, I was wondering if the skeletal part of your upgrade manual will make you grow taller even if you don't want to. I'm 6 foot at 17 and I'm happy with my height. Thanks in advance. Yeah, it's possible, man. If you have the genes to be 6'8", you may be 6'8" from using what's in that manual, okay? To be totally honest with you. So if you're afraid of getting really good nutrition because you don't want to be any bigger, maybe you should wait till you're 22 and then buy the manual and upgrade your health, okay? Interesting question, man. Much love. Viking, I keep injuring tendons in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, yeah. Goddamn. Jiu-Jitsu? Yeah. Weightlifters think they challenge their tendons? No. You carefully lift a weight that doesn't fight back in the most balanced, safe position you can. People have no fucking idea what it's like when a monster is using his entire body to rip your tendons at an angle they're not even meant to fucking go at. The hardest thing on tendons in the world. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, you're thinking about getting some supplements, what should I get? I'm not going to give you some half-ass thing. If you want to try like 1 or 2 things, go buy some cheesy product or do some research on your own and do whatever you feel right about. But if you want to upgrade the fuck out of your skeletal structures so you don't get your shit ripped near as easy, get another better upgrade manual and apply every fucking thing in it, okay? Upgrade yourself as an athlete big time. Much love. And if you think $50 is bad for knowledge like that, what's it cost you when you get your shit ripped off? Seriously. Even if you have insurance to get the surgery, if your nutrition sucks and you have the mindset of most people, you won't ever heal anyway. I've had my shit ripped out of socket. I've had my arms turned the wrong direction and been told, you'll never heal and be right again. And I said, fuck you, I will. And my shit's better than ever now. Okay? Just to give you a hint, brother. Much love. Next question. Rafa. Hello, Nether. I hope you're having a good day. I've been watching your channel since January and I love it. You're my favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you, man. That's a huge honor considering how many YouTubers there are out there. I must thank you because you opened my mind and now I'm aware of about a lot of things that I wasn't before, like detox and metaphysical stuff and different workout methods, among others. And I keep learning more and more by watching your videos. I honestly think you're one of the most knowledgeable guys on YouTube. Well, I think you're pretty wise to recognize that, but that sounds arrogant to some, right? Anyway, respect, man. I would like to know, if possible, what are the essential supplements to improve my overall health, and what are the recommended doses? Well, if you want the bare minimum for what most people are suffering from to do the most good for a super low budget, Lugol's iodine solution and methyl B12. Most people, just by taking those 2 things, will notice a lot of improvements. Now, if you want to do it right and get a golden upgrade to your physiology, get the Nether Better Upgrade Manual. I know the answer's in your manual, but unfortunately I don't have the money to buy it now. I'm 17 and studying. But when I start working, I will invest in it because I truly believe in the quality of your work. Right on, man. You know what? Email me and we can talk over a few potential ideas of different ways you could do some. You may have a way to do something that'll benefit this channel, and I will trade the manual to you for that because I understand the position you're in, and I would like you to have other options. So just email me and we can talk over some creative ideas. Okay? I wouldn't like for you to have to wait years when you could get it now, when you're at an age of growing and start upgrading your DNA, your genetics, your frame, your potential, rather than, waiting till a year or two from now. Not that it's critical either way, but the sooner you get it, the better. So hit me up about that. Let's talk over some creative ideas. Sorry if you already answered this question on another video, but I haven't seen it yet. Thank you for being such an honest guy. Much love from Portugal. Okay, so what was your question? Oh yeah, I answered it. The 2 essential supplements. Yeah. Start with iodine and methyl B12. That'll make a big difference right there, okay? And email me and we'll talk about maybe some creative ideas that I could trade you the manual for, okay? Much love. And that's an offer for him, guys, not everybody else, all right? I don't need 5,000 emails, people trying to get the manual for free. This is a certain situation, okay, that he's in, all right? Don't abuse it, guys. Thank you. Much love. Dylan McConville. Opinions on Mountain Dog 1, a.k.a. John Meadows. John Meadows. I know who that is. Much love, Nether. Much love to you, Dylan. I don't know a hell of a lot about John Meadows, but when I was showing people some of my back workouts and stuff I invented, they're like, isn't that a Meadows row? So I had to go look at Meadows row and tell him, no, it's not a Meadows row because he's using his arm. But anyway, the guy's, I like, like some of his rear delt and back type training and stuff, but I never followed him much. But the few clips I've seen and stuff, seems like a really smart guy. Like he's a thinker and he's ahead of most bodybuilders in the way he's mind muscle connecting. That's just my impression, and I don't know a whole lot about the guy. Much love. Next question. Dylan again. Hey Nether, Shreddit's going well. We finally hit a double-digit subscribers, baby. Wanted to ask if you've ever experienced this. Every time I do any ab exercises like crunches, leg raises, etc., I get debilitating cramp in the same spot in my lower right abdomen. Have to wait a couple minutes till it goes away. Much love. Yeah. The other day when I did that 800-pound dead squat, I had ab cramps for the rest of that night, like bad ones, okay? Because like whoever asked me that how to strengthen your core question earlier, I flexed my core harder than I have in months doing that lift, okay? I had to, or I would have tore or broke something. So my body automatically flexed my core harder than ever, and I was having ab spasms the rest of the night. I've had that many times. It almost always comes down to being a little bit dehydrated and a little bit imbalanced on certain electrolytes, okay? Now, I'm not going to diagnose you from here on which ones, but look into electrolytes. Where are you getting your potassium? Where are you getting your sodium? Where are you getting your magnesium? Where are you getting your calcium? And what are the ratios? Most likely you need to up your calcium and magnesium, all right? So look into that, educate yourself a bit, and work with your electrolyte balance. And it's usually related to that, making those crazy cramp spasms go away, okay? But I've had a lot of that, many times, yes. Much love. Next question. Fatlam Krasniki. What are... God, that name is cool. What are some conditioning tips for becoming better at MMA? The conditioning circuit in my Nether Better Upgrade manual. That's the conditioning for MMA. Okay? Right to the fucking point. You're not going to beat it. Alright, next question. Much love. What's your opinion on jumping on a trampoline for detoxing? Oh, God, this is insulting. I go over rebounding on a lot of these, okay? I'm not... reference other Q&As, man. Rebounding. Super amazing. Super good for detox and health. Saves lives. That's my opinion. It's even in the Nether Better Upgrade manual, okay? What's your sleep schedule? I don't have a sleep schedule because I have thousands of people that I'm helping with a million things all the time and 20,000 other things going on in life. I don't have the luxury of a sleep schedule, okay? Much love. Next question. The Sheriff. Cream of tartar okay as a potassium supplement? I don't know, man. Isn't cream of tartare like where you eat raw meat with some weird sauce on it? I don't know what that weird sauce is, or if it's even a proper food combination with raw meat, or if I'm even remembering the right thing here. Not very cultured, right? Doesn't even know what cream of tartare is. So I'm not sure, man. I don't know. If it's high in potassium, I mean, that's good that it's got potassium, but I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Much love. Next question. John. Nicola Alexic. Hey, Nether. How are you doing, man? I got a question for you. I'm blood type O positive, very acidic stomach, yes. I always get insane stabbing stomach pains when I eat beans, legumes, or garlic and onions. Or recently, even when I drink coffee. And according to the diet, I should only eat meat, fish, and some vegetables. Chicken, eggs are okay too, and so is cheese. I also fast every day and eat 1 to 2 meals before sleep. What would you recommend me to do to optimize the diet without supplements? I'll get them in time. So far, started using castor oil. Keep in mind that I'm a non-financially well-off student and I'm from Eastern Europe. Much love and thanks in advance. Okay, Nicola. Now the bean thing, Euro-blooded, you have more of a caveman metabolism like me. Beans are just going to beat you up. Okay, period. I get mad gas and severe bloating and fucking stabbing pains and all that. It's gas trying to rip your guts apart like a balloon. You just don't digest it well, okay? Period. Now, when you say from garlic and onions, if you're getting stabbing pains from garlic and onions, that means there's something very toxic in your digestive tract that is being killed, and there's a war going on. That's a sign of a detox. That's a sign there's some really nasty shit in your gut, which is completely common and normal in society. So you're asking me, how do you optimize your diet? Eat the things you digest well. Eat plenty of green vegetables. I would advise you keep using onions and garlic to the degree that you can handle. Don't overwhelm yourself with gut pain. But this is detoxifying something, okay? So eat all your foods you're compatible with. And remember, garlic and onions are a wonderful combination to go with all those animal products. So when you're eating meat, fish, eggs, whatever, you can eat garlic and onions with that. You know, a few cloves or a few slices of onion or something. But believe it or not, I'm actually going to recommend this because it tells me already it's causing a detox. And say you don't want to get any supplements or anything, so you can keep eating garlic and onions to keep detoxing. Again, only consume amount you can handle, make it manageable. You don't need to try to detox everything in 1 day or 1 week. But consistent use of those things until you're not feeling the gut pain, that'll be a really good sign that you killed whatever the hell it was, okay? That's my 2 cents. Moving on, brother. Much love. How to Build Muscle and Eat Well says, Natural Gallant Bodybuilding is doing quarter squats. Do you think it's good to try for everyone, and how would I optimally prepare my joints for trying it? I don't think it's good. There's nothing that's good for everyone. For you, though, I mean, sure. Don't overdo it at first. If you're worried about your joints, don't load so much on the thing that it feels like you're going to snap your fucking knees when you start to go down, okay? To prepare your joints optimally, get another better upgrade. That's how. Because you're about to start doing the training that's optimal for joints. The problem with all these pussies out there that say, don't do it, it's dangerous, they don't understand how to actually strengthen and nurture things. So they just avoid challenging their joints. Like that's the solution. That's the solution to always being weak and mediocre and just avoiding hurting yourself with your weak-ass body. But to me, the real solution is to upgrade your health and vitality to where this kind of training results in bigger, stronger joints and tendons. Call me crazy, but that's highly logical. In a world of fucking craziness, I'm the one that's crazy. Much love. Next question. Stribor Marinsik. Any tips on blowing up my squat? What helped you the most? I know you don't do the big 3 anymore, but what would your approach be to getting a bigger, better squat and leg size overall? Well, your bigger, better squat's going to help to some degree with leg size, but I would kind of describe those two things separately. As far as how I would go about getting a way bigger squat, when it comes to squat and bench, my strategy was always very simple. I would load more onto the bar, warm up first, and then I would load more onto the bar than I could squat. I'd set my I'd set my safety bars at the bottom port where I'm going to stop, unrack that son of a bitch, and lower it as a negative with all the control you can. It's going to do fiber damage, and it's going to overload your nervous system, and it's going to give the most fucking clear message possible to your body. You have to get stronger. Simple as that. I might unrack a squat or a bench 2 or 3 times like that. Now I realize it's a pain in the dick because you got to take the plates back off to re-rack the bar, but so what? It's not a race. You have time to do that in between these reps. Unload the bar, put it back up, reload it again, unrack it, and do another slow controlled negative. I would do 2 to 3 of those once a week on either squat or bench. Then at a different interval of the week, 3 or 4 days separate, I would simply do my 1 rep max. If I hit a personal best, I'm done. So I would tell my body that. I'd say, body, you want an easy fun day today? Hit me this PR and we walk out of here. The reward mechanism in my own body made it easier to do. However, if we missed it for whatever reason, I would drop down to 80 to 90% of my max and I would do 1 all-out set to failure. And that's it. Okay? Then, for accessory work, whatever you think, what I would do next in the workout is whatever I think is my weakest link. So we're using squat, for example, right now. Let's say I thought my weakest link was quads. And it's not, but let's just say it was. I would go do accessory work for my quads, which might be, well, you just pick your favorite. I'm not even going to tell you. That's my process, okay? Hit your 1 rep max. If you get a PR, you're done. If you don't, do a heavy working set and then do a little bit of accessory work, maybe 4 sets on whatever you think is the weakest part in the chain of you doing a squat. So say on bench, if you think your arms are the limitation, hit your 1 rep max, or don't hit your 1 rep max, do a heavy working set, then go work your triceps, maybe 4 heavy narrow grip sets to bring them up. And like I said, there would be 2 workouts. That would be one. The other one would be simply unracking a weight that's too heavy and controlling it on the negative the best you can for 2 to 4 reps. Boom, done. That's all I ever did to bring massive increases to bench and squat. Super simplified, and a bunch of fucking nerds that want to talk forever can't wrap their heads around that. They're going to write book after book after book after book, stroking themselves and fucking around. But to me, it's really that simple, man. Now, as far as building bigger legs, use a fucking leg press, okay? Bigger, more meat to work with. Yeah. And I know there's all these little, ew, the leg press is not manly. Those are fucking pussies with a fucking pussy mentality. Ignore them. Add the meat to your legs using the leg press and then go apply it to the squats and tune out the fucking sheep nothings, okay? That's my 2 cents, man. Moving on. Skylar Garcia. Hey, Nether. Loving the videos. Good exercise to strengthen my hip joint. Every now and then it feels pretty junky. Cracking, sore, and so on. Good girl, bad girl machine. I think you know it. I think I know what that is. I think it's probably a hip abductor. Thanks again, bro. Loving the manual. Yeah, I've had that a lot. Stiff, sore hips. I still get it sometimes. Whenever I test myself in, different positions, especially deadlifting from the floor, squatting. Well, not squat so much, but deadlifting. But anyway, I've had that many times. It's an inflammation thing, man. So as your body gets cleaner and you learn about how to eat foods that don't cause any inflammation in your body, that will really reduce that. And then mobility work. Those are the 2 things I'd say. So stay on your improvements with health, cleaning your body and upgrading your nutrition, and just doing mobility. And over time, that will get better, okay? Much love. Next question. Heck off, communists. Hey, Nether, I was wondering if you know any effective methods to increase the rate of recovery of the nervous system. Oh, this is where I started today, isn't it? Yeah. Woo! I think we're done for today, friends. Awesome. It's been a great Q&A. Thank you to whoever timestamps this for everyone. Much appreciation from all of us for that. Thank you, everyone, and much love. Have the best day ever. And much love and honor and strength and gains. Life gains.